Hi everyone, Kenzie here. Today I'm going to be showing you a handful of coffee table styles for the springtime. I say spring, but to me, spring decor entails lots of staple decorating pieces that you honestly can utilize on a daily basis. I like to add in seasonal accents using greenery and different textures and shapes to encompass the spring and summer months. Some of these styles are very simple and practical for daily use, while some of them are a little more complex and more gathered. All of these looks can resonate with any decor style though, so whether you're into vintage, rustic, contemporary, whatever it is, you can find inspiration for it all throughout this video. My coffee table is reclaimed elm wood from Olive Atelier. I have the bleach version, but they do have lots of stains or colors there with darker options too. While yes, this piece was an investment, this is by far the most affordable reclaimed wood table that I have ever found. It is just truly so beautiful. It is 100% worth it in my opinion. For the first style today, I'm starting off with this seagrass tray. This has a scallop detail on the edge and ties in really well with the spring season. I love the subtle feminine touch it gives, and I also prefer having a tray on the coffee table like this to hold any essentials like remotes, coasters, whatever you have. It just gives everything a spot and it looks more intentional, and it's also practical too. To bring some pretty to this practical, I'm gonna take a bunch of baby's breath and place it on top. I'm gonna casually lean it against the side of the tray so it looks more organically placed. These are real baby's breath. I just got these from the grocery store. There was a little piece falling off, so I just placed it next to the tray on the coffee table. I like how big this bunch is, so it can kind of hide the TV remote by drawing your eye to the pretty florals in the tray. Then I'm going to stack some coffee table books and put this gold and woven magnifying glass on top. On the other side, I added these two travertine candlestick holders with ivory colored candlesticks inside. I like it like this, but when I walked over to the other side, I realized that this area felt like it needed a little something extra. So I'm adding in this small wooden bowl to this little blank space here.
Wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for?
For the next look, I'm going to use this arrangement that I made out of these Rustic stems or eucalyptus. I'm not really sure what they are. I will link them down below. They are the green ones. And then I'm also using 3 dill stems from A Floral, which are these little white snowball looking ones. And then I'm going to place a smaller but similar shape and color vase right next to that arrangement. This cutie vase is from Zara Home. I love it. It looks very rustic and vintage, but not for the vintage price, if you know what I mean. Right next to those, I'm stacking a few interior design books and setting a marble bowl on top. I actually have a few fluted style marble bowls, so you'll have to let me know which one you prefer here. I also made sure to scooch everything towards the center of this table for this one for a more gathered look.
No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? Oh no.
I have been trying to stay on top of my cleaning recently. You guys know I'm not the best at that. I feel like I'm good at seasonal deep cleaning, but I'm definitely not cut out for the everyday cleaning. It's also no secret that I'm a huge fan of anything that cleans for me, because I don't know about you, but the last thing I want to do after a long day of what feels like cleaning all day is cleaning the floors. We've been trying out this new robot vacuum recently. This is from EcoVax, who I'm working with today. And this one is cool because it's a smart cleaning device that combines perfumes, mopping, and vacuuming all in one. This is the Dbot X8 Pro Omni. I know it's a long and very specific name. I'll have it linked in the description for you, but it's a self-washing rolling mop and also vacuum. It's powered by Tineco's patented constant pressure washer renewal technology. It continuously cleans the mop with fresh water, keeping it effective throughout the cleaning process and tackling tough stains with ease. Also, one of my favorite parts about this vacuum is it picks up the feathers that my couch sheds. And if you watch any of my videos, it is no secret that I'm just not a fan of feathers, and that is because they shed everywhere. So the fact that this robot vacuum just picks up the feathers so easy without flinging them all across the room is amazing. This uses AI technology to make a map of your home so it can clean your house precisely. It also has a roller mopping technology with increased downward pressure, with 10 times greater pressure and higher speeds that provide deeper, more thorough cleaning of stubborn stains, leaving the floors spotless with fewer passes and reducing the time and effort needed. It also features True Edge 2.0 adaptive edge mopping technology with adaptive mop extension, a side brush extension, and the 3D edge detection enables precise edge cleaning, effectively reaching corners and cleaning along walls to ensure no spot is overlooked. It has a very powerful suction with customized settings. You can just customize it on the app. There's 4 different suction settings that you can adjust it to. It also has AIVI 3.0 obstacle avoidance. Vacuuming is absolutely just as important as mopping, and the X8 Pro Omni has a really powerful suction that picks up pet hair, dust, and large debris with ease, but definitely make sure you have it on the right setting. I will say I was a little confused at first because I noticed it was literally dodging dust bunnies and almost tagging them as objects, but I quickly figured out that I was just on the wrong setting. You want to make sure that you're on the vac then mop setting, not the vac and mop setting. This way it will do a round of vacuuming before mopping, so it doesn't avoid large piles of messes and dirt before it actually mops. It automatically adjusts suction based on floor type, so it cleans on carpet and hardwood floors efficiently. It has Zero Tangle 2.0 technology with a V-shaped roller brush that guides hair toward the center instead of letting it wrap around the edges, and also a built-in cone that actively detangles hair in real time, so you never have to stop and cut hair out of the brush. We have lots of pets and kids, so having a robot vacuum has been an essential we never knew we needed in order to keep up with the daily maintenance of our home. Thanks to Ecovacs for sponsoring this portion of this video today, and thank you to you guys for sticking around through my sponsored content. For the next style, I'm going to take this grayish taupe colored comfy pot. I got this from Etsy. I'll be sure to link the shop that I got it from down below. But inside, I'm going to add in this geranium bush from A-Floral. This is actually an outdoor item, so it's UV protected and safe to use outdoors, which also means it's going to hold up pretty well, so I'm excited about that. But since we are still waiting for the snow to melt here in Colorado, I figured I might as well get some use out of it inside. Also, a little bunch or bush like this is one of the easiest ways to get a full arrangement without having to put too much effort into it. Next to the pot, I'm putting this larger beige coffee table book and setting this concrete bowl on top of that. I got this from a beautiful vintage shop in 30A, Florida, along with that woven magnifying glass that I showed you guys earlier. Next to it on the book, I'm putting a little geranium flower to make the arrangement seem more realistic. And then I'm going to take another coffee table book and flip it to a page that correlates with the season and also correlates with the colors in my living room. Then I'm going to place a gold antique looking candlestick from TJ Maxx right next to it to fill in the open gap. This next one is probably one of my favorite layouts for this coffee table. Starting with a stack of books on one side, then I'm going to kind of make a triangle shape with the books on the table. So I'm going to have 3 separate stacks of books, and then in the middle of the table, I'm going to place that same comfy pot with these dried faux hydrangea stems. I love the minimal pop of color that these have, so perfect for spring and summertime. They're like a greenish purpley color. And then I'm just using 5 in this vase, and honestly to me that's the perfect amount to still get a full look in the vase while still being able to see each individual flower. Then I'm going to put a smaller object on this side for some asymmetry, and I'm just using this wicker candle tray with a glass cloche next to it for that. This next look is much more simple with lots of negative area left over in case you actually, want to use your coffee table for other functional reasons without having to move your decor off to the side every time. This is a good one for you. We are going to use this vintage Miju vase and put in those same hydrangea stems, and we're actually going to place it on one side of the coffee table, and then we're going to place this cute little brown Valentina jar right next to it. This is from Cottage and Key, a small shop. She actually just restocked these ones too, and she has some beautiful brown ones right now that look just like this guy, so I'll be sure to link those ones down below. But that's actually it for the top. I like it simple like this, but I wanted even more practicality with this style, so I'm gonna add in this faux wicker planter. This is actually from Lowe's. I got it for a pretty good price, and it is so cute, and it's much more sturdy than actual wicker. It's almost like a thick resin material. It's not wicker, so it can hold up really well outside too. This is the perfect size to use as a stable blanket basket, so I'm adding in this dark brown blanket to add some texture and contrast down here. This will also bounce off the darker tones of the vase on top and help tie everything together. And then to add a little pop of spring, I'm going to use a bunch of baby's breath to accent it. I love the way that the bright white baby's breath pops against the dark brown blanket. So pretty. Again, I like it like this, but if you don't love having negative space on top, you could add just a classic look of a book with a candle and a cloche on top. For the last style, I'm going to be using shorter, neutral pieces for this one. So if you don't love having a busy, distracting look when you are watching the TV, this one's for you. I'm avoiding using greenery here because although greenery is such a beautiful accent and I really think it gives so much to decorating in your space in general, it definitely holds a lot of contrast and stands out a lot more. I'm using lots of neutral colored books to stack, and I'm just going to trace them out in a diamond shape with the books, and I'm turning each stack so it fits the best with the length of the table. I'm adding in these pretty little bone boxes in the middle from Cottage and Key, and also adding in the scalloped marble bowl on top of these books to act as our springy little accent for this style. Now that our living room is all decorated, I love to display a pretty painting or print on our TV to add some more life and color to the overall space. Also, not forgetting to turn on the robot vacuum so I can actually sit down and enjoy my clean space and also get to editing this video. Thanks to Ecovacs for sponsoring today. All the links for everything you saw in today's video are in the tagged product, and if you don't see them there, they will be just a little further down in the description box. Let me know what your favorite coffee table style was today in the comments down below. Happy spring, everyone. We'll see you next week in a new video. Bye!